Welcome back to the Two Guys and Chris show. Just having a great conversation with BB Shea, who just stepped in here.
What's going on, Gal?
You look great. Sorry to accost you. We thought you had Christmas cookies, so we nearly beat down the door.
No, unfortunately,
quick. And,
I know Dave was banging on the glass at me. Get in here.
It wasn't a cookie. It was not a cookie.
Cookies.
No.
So you just told us, and this is so disheartening to me because I'm telling everybody, BB Shea is not only an up-and-coming radio personality, and also very big in our building, but he also performs janitorial services for a middle school in our area. But that's coming to an end, I hate
It
to-
is, unfortunately, yeah. The company that I work for, the school system didn't pick up the contract for the next year. So I thought it was going to be months, and then I got into work the next day, and they were like, oh, yeah, your last day is at the end of the month. But then I decided to phone it in a week early, so
That's it.
I got 1 week left.
Don't you think of the children?
No, not really.
What a...
No,
Does that mean your company's not good or too expensive?
That's
too
a
expensive.
great
They got
question.
underbid, I'll bet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just go and clean.
the
That's about it.
high-stakes world of
Yeah.
janitorial
Right.
services,
Exactly.
and you're knocked out. Will you clean...
Ooh, this is like an insider tip for Wall Street.
Take a note.
Will you clean...
Sell.
Are you going to latch on and clean another school with your company?
You know, I realized over my last few weeks of doing this, I just hate mopping.
Yeah.
And,
Wait a minute. Now, you said only a few weeks ago that you really enjoyed the job.
The solitude.
Yeah,
solitude of
I
it.
was lying.
You did not like the
No,
job.
I never really liked it.
Oh, I hate to hear
I,
that.
I liked the idea that I didn't have to talk to anybody and I just did what I did. But you know, it's weird. I just don't like it anymore.
You didn't like it anymore.
hard work.
No. Yeah.
Was it difficult for you?
You know, I got to a point where I knew how to do it really quick, but I just I just want to go home.
You said the
bad.
mopping. The
Yeah,
mopping.
The
bothered
mopping
you.
was the issue.
Mopping
yeah.
sucks.
It does. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
it sucks. It's the worst.
I'll tell you what I didn't like. And I used to work barbecue. Okay, and at the end. All right.
Things have changed.
Okay. In mopping, have things changed that much in
The mop
mopping?
has.
Yeah.
The mop has changed. I used to have the old school mop with long
gray
strings at the bottom of the mop. And the problem, I didn't mind mopping. I didn't like sweeping, and I would have to sweep up the whole dining room and the floor area, and then mop it. And what stunk, I thought, was when whoever had swept, even if it was me, didn't get the stuff up. Then you've got crumbs and everything, and then you
got wet dirt.
Yeah, then you got problems.
I was working at the North Side Richmond YMCA. It may have not been summer, but we had I was in the pool most of the time, but they needed someone to mop the gym, and it was a full size basketball court, with the half courts going side by side. So it was a full size gym, no bleachers, but it's the size I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
So, and this is with that hard compressed rubber they used to make gym floors out
Basketball
of
floors
back in the
right.
80s. And so I had to mop the entire thing, and I mopped the entire thing. I'd never done it before. And then Michael, who was kind of in charge of he was the like the physical director. He said, "This is terrible. Do it again."
How do you do a bad job?
I thought I got it wet.
I mean, as long as you get it wet, what is there?
I don't know. Apparently, I must have just pushed the wet dirt around.
Yeah, you can do a bad job of mopping.
You think?
Oh,
well,
absolutely.
you've probably mopped.
Yeah, thanks.
Probably.
I've actually mopped floors, and then I've had to mop up your messes, too.
You've
so-
had to mop up. Of
Yes.
course, sure. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but no, you can definitely do a bad job of mopping. All you do is push it around.
Well, you know what I used to do with mopping? I would, if I used too much water, you had to wring it out,
Yes.
And if you used too much water, I remember the baseboards would get like stains on them. Yeah. And then my boss would come and see, you messed this up, and then you have to really get in there and clean the baseboards. And that was always a pain too.
Wasn't that a big part of? Wasn't mopping a big part of that Jim Carrey movie where he's God?
I have
Bruce Almighty?
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, it was kind of like a weird. He made a deal with God that he was going to clean with him or something like that.
Yeah, God says God says you promised to mop the floor with me.
Morgan Freeman was
And Morgan is God, and together they mopped this floor, and he said, "There's nothing like a job well done."
Yeah, you look back over a mopped floor. I don't know. I was not a great mopper myself, at least according to my boss,
I hate
Steve.
doing it at home.
Oh, I don't
hate
either.
mopping.
Yeah. Nobody wants to do it. That's
No.
why people do a bad job at it.
It's a
I'd go out of my way to spray the floor with newspaper towels rather than mop.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many parts to it. You got to get a bucket. You got to fill it with water and soap, and it's just not.
Well, what's next for you, BB?
Yeah, what is
What's your
next?
side
What are
hustle
you doing
next?
next?
You know, I think I'm going back to doing PA at the local college here. Baseball season's coming up. I got my name in the hat for that, and then I don't know. I guess I'll just going back to being lazy.
My gym is hiring trainers.
Really?
If
might do that.
you're qualified, I think you have to know how to.
Does he look qualified?
Yeah. I know.
Can you imagine him in orange?
He's got the right. I can imagine him in a mustard sweater.
Is having a food podcast, is that good on my resume for being a
What are they
physical
looking for,
trainer?
Kelly?
Wipe the mayonnaise out of your beard before you
Mop it out.
Mop out the mayonnaise. Make sure you don't have that. I don't know if they're looking to hire that.
Bathrooms here could use a little mopping, by the way.
You know.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
there you
right.
go.
Yes.
And don't forget, BB Shea, it's an honor to work 2 jobs.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am so proud of you for
Thank you.
working 2 jobs. I love it when you come in here and talk about your 2 jobs.
Who knows? Maybe I'll have something else at the beginning of the year. Who knows?
I hope so. I hope so. How about this week's wrap? Now, did you, as I was hoping you would, you missed it last week. We were only on 2 days because of the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, I put out something to the universe through my mind.
Yeah.
To try to get you to come in.
Because it's the last quote-unquote work day.
We didn't want to verbalize it, and we had never said to you, come on in. So at this time last week, we put our faces to the window to look for you, and you never showed up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just didn't get that. I don't know.
You must have been close. So you closed off to me.
That's what it was.
This time, have you incorporated all 7 days?
I did. How much time do we got left?
2 weeks.
This is going to be about.
Plenty of time.
This is going to be about a 15-minute wrap.
Okay, because you've got 7 days.
No,
in
I'm just
here.
kidding. It's
the wreck of the
about the
Edmund
normal size,
Fitzgerald.
but you know.
But you did put an extra couple of days.
I got a couple extra days in there.
Are you ready? Do you like this one?
I do. Let's do it.
Do you need music?
There is music. Yes, let's do it.
Let's drop the beats.
All
Here we go.
All right. All right.
All right.
You're ready. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's going to happen. All right. I've been gone too long. I feel like the head honcho. More out of sorts than the damn Denver Broncos. They need a new QB. Get on that pronto. Maybe they can call up old Susie Quattro. I know Dave would be a fan of the switch because he's the only person who knows that woman. See me? I'm just rapping in a new way. Kelly, sorry I didn't show up last Tuesday. I know you didn't want me on the show. The ball was in my court, not in my face like Flo. You've all got pickle names. Ain't that impressive? I thought you were playing games with that chick from Progressive. They all call you Lurch, not on my watch. I bet it is funny to see you get hit in the crotch. We all like to laugh. It's not me who's sadistic. You got a bruised twig and berries like Christian Pulisic. The U.S. is looking good. It could happen this year. Is it me or was Thanksgiving late this year? I'm being sincere. I'm not grinding your gears, but are we really surprised that Chris Demm forgot the year? He would never do that. Lord God bless him. This is the same man who can't find a sent message. Sorry, Chris Demm, I don't mean any harm. Also, by the way, what the hell's wrong with chicken parm? You're too good for chicken. You'll take it to your grave. You won't find the help cooking that in his microwave. Kelly's son was touring college. What a lucky guy. They told Kelly it was High Point. He said you had me at high. The school is expensive, but don't be a humdrum. Do you still have some of that pumpkin? Yum, yum, Yo, I'm nicer than them all. Big shout out to Kelly because he got Jamal'd. It's all good to be back, y'all. Sorry for the wait. I'm feasting on this beat. You should have saved me a plate. I'll be right back again for 3 weeks straight. Now watch me disappear like Kelly's first date. I'm great.
Wow.
Man, he was
Keep that beat
so
going.
good.
That was awesome.
He was so
Keep that
good
beat
at
going.
that, wasn't he? That was so nice.
Had me at high.
That was epic.
I love it.
That was. I keep saying he just keeps getting better at that thing. Chris Demm's favorite part is the lead up, where he's like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
here it comes."
Come on.
Oh.